Damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait.
What's going on, move makers? If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Moriah and I'm a flight attendant for a major airline. Alrighty guys, we are back to what we love to do, and that is our all-nighters, leanovers. You know what it is. So today we are doing an all-nighter, and tomorrow we're supposed to do a leanover. I'm going to try to do what we call a trip upgrade, which is where if the trip that you desire starts earlier than your original trip and is the same amount a day or days, then you can swap for that earlier trip, no matter if you're flight leader or if you're just on a regular position. So for instance, I think my flight tomorrow starts at like 8 p.m. and I'm gonna try to get an all-nighter that probably starts around 6 or 7. That way I can go in early, get back home early, and make more money. I will keep you guys posted on that, but for right now, tonight we are going from Atlanta to Phoenix and back to Atlanta, and that is it. We do have like a 2-hour sit in Phoenix, but by the time we deplane, we have the cleaners on board. We're probably gonna have about 30-ish minutes to kind of chill and relax. But I did go ahead and look at what our flights were looking like, and you guys, we're basically empty going to Phoenix. Like, seats are wide open, and I'm really surprised, honestly, because Phoenix is a very popular destination. Like, every time I've done a Phoenix all-nighter, it's packed going and coming back. But I don't know, I guess people are just not traveling to Phoenix today, because it is extremely light going there, and then it's somewhat light for sure coming back. Like, it's not as light, but it's still like, oh, like, where's the people, you know? But other than that, I did grab me a salad from Chick-fil-A. And I'm gonna eat that a little bit while we are here in Atlanta, and probably just keep the rest of it like just throughout the flight, because it's like a weird period from when you are coming back home and it's like, you know, 2-3 in the morning or whatever, and of course you're just kind of hungry because you're up and you're moving around burning energy, but then it's like, I don't really want to eat like a sandwich or something heavy, you know what I'm saying? So this will come in handy for those late night cravings, because I mean, there's nothing you can do about that, really. So I'm glad I will have that later on. So right now I'm gonna grab all my things, because there's a lot of construction happening right outside of our employee parking lot, and the bus ride is just like a little bit longer because of that construction. So let's go ahead and get ready to go. I will see you guys at the airport. Good morning, move makers. Today is the next day, and you guys, honestly, that Phoenix all-nighter was so easy. There wasn't a lot of people. The people that were on there were really nice. We just didn't have any issues, and then my crew was amazing. So it was a great all-nighter. But you guys, I will have to update you. I messed up my trip for today. Okay, so remember in the beginning of this video when I was telling you guys I was going to try to do a trip upgrade for my leanover. So today I was supposed to have a Rochester leanover. So that just means that we fly up there, we have like a 5-6 hour layover, just enough to take like a little nap at the hotel, and then we fly back out. Now, it's not a terrible trip, but I thought I could do a better trip, because it's only worth like 6 hours and 14 minutes or so. And for me, I just feel like if I'm flying, I like to maximize my time. So I like to do like 8 to 9 hours worth of credit if I can do that. So I went in this morning and I put in some bids for specific rotations. So you can always bid specific rotations or generic. Specific is for if you know the rotation or trip number, and you can go ahead and just put it in the system. Generic, there is no specific rotation that you're asking for. You're setting up parameters. So you're saying like, hey, I want a trip on this day worth this many credits, and I'm working one leg or something. So when you do that, you put it in as a generic bid, and then the system will automatically run itself. Whenever it sees a trip that fits that parameters, it will go ahead and just upgrade your trip. Of course, based off of seniority. But silly me, you guys, I've never done a generic bid. I always just do specific. If I don't see it on there, I just don't ever bid generic. And I'm over here sitting and looking at my bid, and a lot of people have told me like, hey, like just try generic, like, you know, it kind of has worked out in their favor. So I'm like, okay, let me just try it, you know. Baby, when I tell you, I will never do that again. Okay, I probably will try again, but not anytime soon, because I got messed up. So literally my parameters were not correct. I bid for basically a 2-day trip because I'm trying to do an all-nighter, so you know it dips into the next day. And then I put something else in there. I think I put like the trip credit that I would like, but instead of giving me a 1-day and an all-nighter, it gave me an actual 2-day that reports late and comes back home late. And for me, the credit just wasn't the best because I was already originally working 6 hours and 14 minutes, and then this new trip was like 9 hours and 30 minutes. And I'm just like, okay, I'm doing 3 legs the first day, I have a short layover, and then 2 legs the next day, and I'm only getting like a couple hours more than when I was originally working. For me, I just felt like it wasn't really worth the trip. So I'm texting my friend and I'm like, friend, I'm upset. Like, why did I do this? I'm so mad. I should have just kept what I had. I'm talking to scheduling and they're like, yeah, like, sorry, like once we switched you to an actual 2-day, there's nothing less that they can give me. I can't go back to a 1-day. I will only have to get a 2-day trip. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was stressing this morning because we just came off of that Phoenix all-nighter, and I'm thinking, okay, my report time is gonna be around 8 p.m., 9 p.m. because that was my original report time for Rochester, but I'm hoping to get an all-nighter. And they're like, no. My report time then changed to 3 p.m. So like literally, y'all, bare minimum rest. And I was just like, I can't. So luckily my friend just told me, Moriah, calm down, like just put the trip up, someone's gonna take it. And I'm like, friend, nobody's gonna take this trip, like it's not the best trip, and you know, I don't know why would anybody would take it. But granted, people always say just put it up, you never know what will happen because you never know what people are looking for to pick up. And so I put it up on the board and someone did take my trip, you guys. And I'm not gonna lie, I was so relieved. I think it was the mixture of not getting the trip that I was thinking I was gonna get, and then having my report time moved up so many hours in advance to where I would get bare minimum rest. I was just like, no way, like this is too much. Luckily though, it did all work out, but you guys, I have not seen anything else on the board for today. Like it is dry, but I don't expect anything less because it is that time, holiday season's around the corner. So a lot of people are ready to just, you know, stack up, get ready for Christmas and everything. So it's very dry on the board. But since today I don't think is going to work out, I do have another all-nighter in a couple days, so I'm definitely going to film that and just attach that to this video because originally I was thinking, yeah, this is gonna be like a 2-day all-nighter trip, and I just told you guys what happened to my lean over and how I messed that up. So I'm still gonna do a 2-day, but just a couple of days later is where the next video will be. But yeah, I just had to share that with you guys. If you ever did a generic bid, or you know, you're looking to do so, please still try it. Just do better than I did. You know, I wasn't as specific, and I think that's really what cost me, is that okay, I was in a generic bid, but I need to be very specific what I wanted in my generic bid. So don't be scared like how I was. I know I'm still a little scared, but still go ahead and try it and ask questions. I should have done that, but I was trying to hurry up and put something in as soon as we got back from Phoenix and then wake up to a better trip, and it didn't happen that way. So it's all good. But for right now, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this day with my family. I'll see you guys in a couple of days for that other all-nighter. What's going on, move makers? Today is day 2 of our now 2-day trip. Y'all, it's crazy out here. It's freezing, and this lady just cut me off in the parking lot trying to get this parking spot. And I was like, whoa, like calm down. Like I know we all want to get like the closest parking spot as possible because it's so cold, but like still, like it was no need for any of that. But it's all good because we made it here safely, and that's all that matters. It's currently 7:20 and our report time is at 8, so we don't have that much time to fool around. We need to go ahead and grab our stuff and get ready to go. But before that, where are we going? We are going from Atlanta to Denver back to Atlanta. We do have about a 2.5 hour sit once we're in Denver, and we also have to swap planes. There's an upstairs at the Denver airport that I really like, and that's kind of like my hideout spot. I usually grab a cup of coffee and then just hang up out there, so it's nice and quiet, and you also get a good view of the airport. Other than that, you guys, I am working with one of my flight attendants that I worked with before. She's a really sweet senior mama. Like I think her number is like in the 300s, and like whew, baby senior, this is all she really does. So it's gonna be good to see her again. I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking so we can get to this airport on time. I will see you guys there. What's going on, Bootmakers? We have made it to Denver, and you guys, I really love this Denver trip. Like besides the 2.5 hour sit, the trip is really easy. The people are easy. It's not really long, so it's great. I'm sorry, you guys. I actually went to Einstein's to grab me a caramel macchiato. I usually do that on this type of flight, and I don't know. As soon as I started taking a couple of sips, like I feel like I was starting to have an allergic reaction, and now it's like a little bit more prominent now. I did just go ahead and take some Benadryl, but I'm like, is hazelnut or something in here or something? Because I've had a caramel macchiato before from Einstein, so I don't know, but I can definitely feel it. So I took the Benadryl, should kick in soon. I don't know if I should go back to Einstein's, because I mean, I don't know, like what would kind of be the point? Like I mean, I don't want anything else to drink. I guess give me my money back, but honestly I don't care about that either. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna keep you guys posted. I'm gonna make sure that this reaction is under control, and I will see you guys back on the plane, hopefully back to Atlanta. Alrighty guys, a quick update. I ended up talking to one of my crew members because I was like, girl, I don't know what to do. Like at this point, I don't care about the money. I just want to make sure that I'm well enough to go back home, because as I was talking to her, I could just feel my throat getting tighter and tighter, and not to where like I was still able to breathe, all that good stuff. Like I wasn't panicking, but I was definitely concerned, because I'm like, okay, when is the Benadryl gonna kick in? But luckily I could definitely tell it's easing up. Benadryl's kicking in. The only downfall, of course, is that it makes me sleepy, so that's not really good for the way back, but hopefully I can just push through. My crew member, she was amazing. She was just like, girl, go talk to them, get your money back. And I was like, okay. Plus that also helps like any other person who has like an allergy or anything, like hopefully they'll be more careful next time. And again, I don't know if like, it's just a simple mistake to where he accidentally put it in my drink, or like when he was calling out the drinks, maybe he got mixed up about which one was hazelnut, whatever. I don't even know if it was hazelnut. So I ended up going down there, and I explained to them like, I'm not trying to be a pain and nothing like that, or one of those people, you know what I'm saying? And they were just like, no, like they're super apologetic, very, very nice, and they easily gave me my money back. He ended up also saying I can grab like a free like cold drink, so I ended up grabbing the Sprite just so it kind of like settles everything, So right now I can say that I am feeling better. I just now I'm scared because they were gonna end up just remaking the drink for me. So I just kept explaining to them like, yeah, please don't remake it. I don't want that at all, just because I'm too scared to try it again. It was really nice that they were trying to remake the drink, but I just was good on that. I was very scared to just try it again and having the same issue or worse. So luckily they were just really nice and was able to just get my money back, and I got a Sprite instead. But alright guys, besides all that craziness, the flight back to Atlanta, it should be even lighter than coming here. So not a lot of people at all on this flight, which is great. It should be smooth and easy, and we should be home around 5:30 in the morning. So I will see you guys back in Atlanta. Good morning, move makers. Today is the next day and I'm feeling so much better after the Benadryl had kicked in. As soon as we got on the plane, I could definitely tell it was working and I felt a lot better. So thank goodness for that. The trip back was also pretty good as well. We were still light going back to Atlanta, but we did have a little incident in the beginning of the flight. Just because our gate agent decided not to do any upgrades. She said she just didn't have time, and I was just telling her, like, please do the upgrades, or trying to encourage her to do the upgrades, because there was 3 open seats in first class, there was open seats in Comfort Plus, and people look at it like, if they know they're on the upgrade list, they're looking, they're like, where's my upgrade? And so she was just like, oh no, like she was just trying to close up the door. I'm looking at my flight leader and I'm like, girl, what do you want to do? Because people started like waving us down and saying, hey, like I'm on the upgrade list, is that gate agent not gonna do it? And I'm just like, oh, cause the thing is, we don't see the upgrade list. That is not something that we do. Like, that's the gate agent. We don't see it at all. I mean, if someone shows us like on the app, that's the only way we can see it. And that's exactly what they did. They start showing us the app and showing us the list. And so we're like, okay, well, I mean, this is the only evidence. This shows that you are supposed to be next. So we did end up moving the people to the seats in first class. And then I did have a couple in main cabin who were having a fit because they're like, we're supposed to be by a bulkhead. And I was just like, well, ma'am, like we only have 2 bulkheads, which is one in first class and one at the 3 door. And I was just like, that doesn't mean you have extra space necessarily, depending on the bulkhead. And on this aircraft, there wasn't like any extra legroom space. So I was trying to explain to her, if she wanted legroom space, like it would be the exit row. And she was just like, oh, okay, well, never mind. I don't want that. And I was like, okay, well, let me know if you need anything. And that's what I just do. Like, just, you know, people might give you attitude. I'm gonna give you niceness and I'm gonna keep it pushing. Then I have another lady who was waving me down and she's like, oh, this is ridiculous. I'm supposed to be in Comfort Plus. And I was just like, well, ma'am, actually, we have another seat available in Comfort Plus. It's all yours. And she's like, oh, well, thank you. And I was just like, you're welcome. And I completely understand people spending a lot of money on our tickets. I get it. But please, like, I'm like, talk to us nicely, especially when we have nothing to do with that situation. We do not handle the seat upgrades, but we'll do our best to help you. That's it. But other than that, you guys, they were okay. And we had a good flight and we landed safely and early, okay? And I actually have another all-nighter tonight, which will be in the next video. But you guys, I'm about to go ahead and get some rest because that one is gonna be a long one. I wanna thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you know when I post next. And don't forget to check out my social media. And always remember, when you make a move, make sure it's for you. I will see you guys next Saturday. Bye.
So catch me if I